Welcome back to our channel Infinite Wisdom. Have you ever looked back and thought, wait, was she into me? Chances are she absolutely was. In fact, it's very likely that a woman has fantasized about you more than once. You just didn't notice the signals. And you are not alone. 99% of men completely miss the signs of female sexual attraction. Not because they're clueless, but because women communicate her in subtle, nuanced, and psychologically complex ways.
What?
On CO, learn how to spot these signs. You'll start seeing what other guys never even realize is right in front of. Opportunities to connect, to lead, to escalate naturally, confidently, and without ever guessing. Now, quick word off, caution. These signs aren't guarantees. Women are complex individuals, different. These behaviors, backed by psychology and biology, apply to the vast majority. Trust me. Once you understand what to look for, it'll change everything about how you read attraction. Stick around until the end because I'll be breaking down real-life examples for each signet, revealing the psychological triggers thought, explain why they happen. That way, you're not just learning what they do, you're understanding how they think. Let's get into it. Sign number 1. She finds reasons taught you. When a woman is sexually attracted to you, her hands develop a mind of their own. This isn't casual accidental touch. It's targeted, subtle, and often wrapped in a layer of innocent playfulness. To test your reaction, she might accidentally brush against your shoulder, tap your arm when she laughs, or fix something on your shirt. That doesn't even need fixing, but hair swat you want to pay close attention to. How long her touch lingers. If she touches you and it lasts just a second too long, that's not an accident. That's her sending a signal. She's opening a door. And if she finds excusesto touch more intimate areas like your thigh, your hand, your forearm, or even your back, those are bold indicators of physical attraction. Most guys thinks is just being nice. No. Women are not physical you. Affection with men, they're not attracted to, especially in this way. Now, here's what's happening psycholic. When she touches you and enjoys it, her brain releases dopamine, the chemical responsible for pleasure, reward, and anticipation. That dopamine creates a neurological feedback loop. She touches you, it feels good, she craves more. The craving gets wired to you. Touch also reduces stress and increases oxytocin, the bonding chemical. Her brain starts to associate a physical closeness with safety, chemistry, and comfort. All because your presence makes her feel. So picture this. You're sitting next to her. You make her laugh. Her hand casually lands on your thigh, but it doesn't move away right away. Or maybe you're talking and she leans in to brush imaginary lint off your chest, smiling as her fingers graze your shirt. These aren't coincidences. They're calculated, instinctive ways for her to express desire without saying a word. She's waiting to see if you'll pick up on what you'll do next. Harass truth. The longer she touches you, the more addictive you become in her mind. That's biology. That's behavior. That's attraction. Sign number 2. Her eye contact is intense. When a woman is sexually attracted to you, her eyes reveal the truth long before she ever says it. It's not the same as polite eye contact. It's deeper, more intense. Her gaze lingers, and if you look closely, you'll notice it's doing something more than observing. It's inviting. She locks with you just a little longer than usual. You might catch her watching you and she thinks you're not looking. And you turn to meet her gaze. She'll hold it or look away with a quick smile. Both are strong signals. But there's where it gets interesting. If your eyes drop from your eyes to your lips and then back again, that's a powerful indicator. It's her subconscious telling her, I want to be kissed. That look from eyes to lips and back. It's called the triangle gaze, and it's a classic pattern of sexual interest. And if her eyes dip lower to your chest, your hands, or even below the belt, make no mistake, that's her mind already imagining intimacy. Now let's get scientific for a second. Prolonged eye contact activates the amygdala, the part of the brain responsible for emotional intensity, memory, and sexual desire. It's the same part that lights up during moments of deep connection, high tension, or romantic arousal. That's why even short moments of strong eye contact asterisk can feel electric. It also stimulates release of phenethylamine, a natural chemical compound that mimics the effects of amphetamines. It increases heartbeat, focus, and excitement. It's literally a chemical signal that tells her brain, this is exciting. This is different. This is a me own I want more of. That's why eye contact, when sustained, doesn't just build attraction. It multiplies it. So if next time you're talking to her and you catch your eyes doing that dance of bead, your lips and your gaze or Shellick's eyes with you from across the room, it holds it just a second longer than accessory. Don't dismiss it. That's not just interest, that's tension. That's her silently asking, do you feel this too? See, number 3, her body language opens up. Body language doesn't lie, especially when it comes to attraction. When a woman is sexually drawn to you, her body begins to orient itself around you. Even if her words are neutral, her posture will reveal what she's feeling in the inside. She angled herself toward you. Even in a group, she leans in closer when you speak. Even when there's plenty of space, her arms relax, her legs might uncross, or subtly shift in your direction. And her shoulders and chest will naturally open up. All of this is subconscious. She's not trying to do it. Her body just does. She may tilt her head slightly when listening, toe you, exposing her neck. A subtle primal gesture of trust and vulnerability. That neck exposure is one of the oldest signals of feminine openness in human behavior. And here's one you absolutely want to. Look out for mirroring. If she starts copying your posture, your gestures, or even your tone of voice, that's not random. It's called limbic synchronization. It's a biological attempt to create connection. When we mirror someone we're attracted to, it tells our brains, I'm safe here. I belong here. I want more of this. Let me give you an example. You're standing next to her at a party. At first she's just chatting, facing slightly away. But as the conversation flows, she slowly angles her body toward you. Her foot points at you. Her arm brushes yours. She doesn't pull away when you move closer. And when you take a sip of your drink, she takes one too. This isn't her being polite. It's attraction made physical. It's when a woman mirrors your movements. When she leans in, even when she doesn't have to. When her body language softens and opens up in your presence. She's not just listening, she's inviting. Sign number 4, she plays with her appearance around you. When a woman is attracted to you, her awareness of her appearance skyrockets, and it's not by chance. Suddenly, she's adjusting her hair more often. She's smoothing out her clothes, applying fresh lip gloss, or kicking herself in her phone's camera in. You're nearby. These aren't just nervous habits. They're pinning behaviors, and they date back to primal courtship instincts. Here's what you need to know. If she knows she's going to see you, and she shows up with tighter clothes, a fresh scent, maybe just a little more skin showing, she didn't just feel like dressing up. She dressed it like that for you to stand out in your eyes. Why? Because whether she's aware of it or not, she's tapping into something called the scarcity principle. The female brain, when sexually drawn to a man, automatically enters a state of quiet competition, always with other women, but for his attention. She subconsciously wants to become the one that holds your focus. She knows other women may want your time, so simplifies her visual presence, not always by being flashy, but by being intentional. She wants to control the version of herself you experience. Here's a real-life example. You're hanging out in a group. She excuses herself to the restroom. When she comes back, her lipstick's fresh. She runs her fingers through her hair. And when she sits next to you again, she leans in just a little closer than before. Close enough for you to catch her perfume. That's not coincidence. But she's inviting you to notice her, tongage, to take that next step. Because it hears what's happening on a psychological level. By enhancing her appearance around you, she's expressing desire without risking rejection. It's subtle, but it's incredibly powerful. She's trying to make herself more memorable so that the image of her lingers in your mind long after themament ends. That's not vanity. That is desire, cloaked in strategy. Science number 5, her conversations take a sexual turn. This is where it gets real back, because her words will start revealing her intentions. When a woman is sexually attracted to you, her conversation will slowly and sometimes playfully take on a more flirtatious tone. She tease you. She joke about things just to gentle to raise an eyebrow. Or she'll drop subtle sexual innuendos. Just to see how you react, she might say something like, "So, do you always look this good, or is this just for me?" Or maybe, "You better be careful looking like that. Someone might take advantage of you." These aren't just cute lines. They're tests. She's testing your confidence. She's testing your boldness. She's trying to see, will he escalate? Will he respond with the same energy? But the most important part, how she says it. Her voice gets softer, slower, more playful. That's not performance. It's biology. Her autonomic nervous system kicks in when she's aroused, altering her tone without her realizing it. Her breath may quicken, her pitch may lower, and her speech becomes more rhythmically Lidelibet, almost like a whisper you lean in to hear. And if she starts asking you personal, emotionally charged questions like your relationshipist, your type, whether you're seeing someone, it's not just curiosity. She's scanning for availability. She's trying to figure out if there's a door open for her to walk through or if it's already closed. Because once the conversation starts walking that line between teasing and tension, it's not a coincidence. It's chemistry verbalized. Sign number 6. She compliments your appearance or physique. When a woman is sexually attracted to you, she won't just keep it in her head. Eventually, it slips out through compliments. But not just any compliments. She compliments your body, your scent, your style, the physical traits that catch your attention. And that's the key. These aren't casual surface-level comments like nice shoes or cool shirt. These are specific, personal, loaded with subtext. She might say, "Wow, you've been working out, I can tell," or "You smell amazing. What cologne is that?" And if she delivers it with a sly smile, a smirk, or a brief pause after the compliment, she's giving you room to respond, room to escalate. Now, here's the psychology behind it. When she starts complimenting your physical traits, her brain is operating under a phenomenon called the halo effect. This is when we assign positive qualities to someone just because we find them physically attractive. In her mind, attraction leads to amplification. If she's into how you look, her brain starts associating you with strength, confidence, dominance. Even if she doesn't consciously realize it, this is a compliment from a woman who's straightly attracted to you feels different. It feels personal. It's charged, intimate. She's not just being kind. She's reveling what her mind is already playing out. Sin. Number 7. She gets nervous around you. Here's the sign most guys completely overlook, and it might be on off the most reliable. When a woman is sexually attracted to you, her nervous system responds automatically. Her body betrays her no matter how calm or confident she normally is. You'll see it in the little things. She plays with her jewelry, adjusts her shirt, fidgets with her drink or hair. Her breathing changes. Her laugh becomes a little louder, sometimes at things that aren't even funny. She might stumble over her words, go quiet when you enter the room. Her nerves are lighting up. This isn't shyness. It's physiologicalist. What's happening behind the scenes is this. Her sympathetic nervous system, the one responsible for fight or flight, is activating. Her heart rate increases. Her pupils dilate. Her breath gets shallower. And her brain releases adrenaline and cortisol, heightening her sensitivity and awareness around you. She's not trying to act nervous. She's just reacting. Because when sex is real, the body responds more. The mind can rationalize it. Next time she stumbles over her words, plays with her necklace, or blushes when you get close, don't mistake that for discomfort. Look at the pattern as she stays engaged. If Shellon's in despite the nerves, if her fidgeting happens with a smile. On her face, that's attraction. Raw, real, and reflexive. Bonus sign. She creates opportunities to alone with you. This is one of the biggest giveaways. And yet most men don't even notice it. If a woman is sexually attracted to you, she'll find ways to get you alone. It might be subtle at first. She lingers after. The group starts to leave. She'll say it's hanging out, just the two of you. Or she hints that she doesn't want to go home alone. Without saying it directly, she might say, "Hey, S3xually, come over. I've got wine and nowhere to be." Or, "I don't feel like ending the night just yet. You." In situations like these, she's not looking for just more conversation. She's creating proximity and lowering the barriers between you and intimacy. Why? Because of something psychologists call proximity attraction. The more time you spend physically close to someone, especially in private or emotional and tight spaces, the stronger the bond becomes. And for her, creating that closeness is a way to open the door without risking rejection. Here's the hard truth. Women rarely put themselves in situations where something could happen unless they're hoping that it will. So, if she's finding excuses to be alone with you or inviting you into private moments, she's not just being friendly. She's hoping you'll take field. So let's bring it all together. If she touches you often and lingers, locks eyes with you like no one else, is in the room, leans in close, and mirrors her every move, fixes her appearance, his thing moment, she sees you, slips flirtatious comments into the conversation, compliments your looks with a smirk and soft voice, gets nervous but stays close anyway, and makes sure you two are alone. She's not being nice. She's not being polite. She's sexually attracted to you. But here's the thing. Women don't always say it outright. They drop hints. They give you signals. Why? Because it protects them from rejection. Because in their world, making the first move often carries risk. But once you recognize his signs and respond with calm, confident leadership, everything shifts. So, the next time you're with a woman and you catch even just 3 or 4 of these signs, don't hesitate. Hold your frame, lead the moment, and watch. With a pens. Until next time, I'm Amelia, and this is Infinity Wisdom. Stay sharp.